Hello traders, good morning, good afternoon and good evening depending upon your time zone. My name is Mohammed Azim and welcome to ReadyForex.com London Forex trading session. I am going to present my Elliot Wave analysis and Forex forecast. I mainly use trading with Elliot Wave. That's the formula, the Elliott wave. That's what I use to trade the market and to forecast the market. And if you are interested to learn about trading, check out my website. There are different ways to communicate with me and talk with me. Okay, let's get started. First thing first, let us take a look at some price charts and see what's going on. Okay, let us start with euro dollar currency pair. This is the daily time frame of Euro USD currency pair, and at this point in time you can notice yesterday we got this big body candlestick, a big washout to the downside, about 180 pips move in one day, and price actually gave it, caught many traders by surprise. And I will show you what I mean by that in a minute. But overall, this is the forecast regarding the euro dollar currency pair. This looks like to me we're going to get a bullish running triangle Elliott wave pattern. There are different types of triangle patterns, and I have even written a book on introduction to Elliot Wave Theory. If someone is interested, go to my website, use the contact us form and fill the form, and I will send you that book, the introduction to Elliot Wave book, for free. Okay, it's a free book offer. Okay, anyways, let's go over to the euro USD 4-hour chart. So euro USD is falling down. We got this nice break down over here. You can notice this trend channel over here. This was a retest right around this area, and that was the top. From this point, price action started the Next, let us take a look at 4-hour. So over here, the way I see, we got this wave A over here, and then we got this bullish leg wave B, and then expect wave C. Now, market is falling down, and I mentioned that people lost a lot of money, and that is the reason why market is falling down with a good speed, with a good momentum. The average daily trading range increased as well. Now, what I mean by that is the trend was up, like I showed you over here. We got this bullish trend channel. When market managed to break out of this trend channel, that was the first indication that the uptrend is over. Okay, the buy party or the bullish party or buy trade setup, it's over. But people, they're still trying to open a buy trade over here. Anyways, what happened is we got a big washout to the downside over here, and it took out the stop losses of most of the traders who were buyers. So somewhere over here, that's the support level. And let's use a tomato color. So over here you see it took out all of these swing lows. Now I got actually a question earlier that is it a good idea to sell at the current market price? The answer is no. Wait for a pullback. Market doesn't go in a straight line. You always get a pullback. So if euro USD is going to drop more, expect further weakness in price action, but at the same time wait for a pullback. The pullbacks basically provide you a sell trading opportunities to join the downtrend. If you check out the euro USD 1-hour time frame, this is the Fibonacci expansion level. We got a 2.618 drop over here, and market might try to go a little bit lower than that, and then it's going to rise back up. So all of those people who are trying to sell at the current market price, they are probably going to lose money. In other words, the trend is down, but you need to correctly time your entry to join the downtrend. So what I would do if I were you is wait for a pullback, then try to take a sell with less risk. If you sell over here, your would go all the way back up over here about 160 pips stop loss. That's a big stop loss. I can't afford that. And but if you try to wait for a pullback, then that would be a good idea. For example, we can draw a Fibonacci retracement level. Now, speaking of Fibonacci, when we use Elliot Wave, we also use Fibonacci number sequence, we use Fibonacci retracements, we use Fibonacci expansion tools as well, and this helps us a lot in forecasting the market as well as trading the market. So even if we just look at a most recent 0.32% Fibonacci retracement level in Euro USD currency pair, here you see, click the OK. So I'm looking for the price action to rise up over here, okay, because we got multiple levels over here, so that is the reason I'm drawing a simple trend line so you guys get an idea that what exactly I'm looking. Market is most likely going to rise up and then it's going to drop. Okay, so wait for a pullback. Now over here we got a slight pullback over here, but this is just some kind of a sub Elliott wave. Okay, so we're looking for a big bullish pullback over here about 90 pips, maybe more than that, and then market is probably going to provide us a sell pattern or a bearish trend setup over here. Next, if you check out the US dollar X, the DX, price action is rising up. Yesterday when I did the New York market session, I told you guys that US dollar index it's going to rise up more. So right now it's going up and we could get further upside. This rise isn't enough. It's not a full move. Now for those who are trading the US dollar index, wait for a pullback. Okay, wait for a pullback first, and then it's a good idea to look for potential buy trade setups or buy trading opportunities. So this is the pattern in terms of Elliott wave count. This is wave 1, then wave 2 to the downside, then expect a we got the bullish like wave 3 actually, and the pullback is basically going to be wave 4. Okay, after wave 4 expect a bullish leg wave number 5 to the upside in US dollar index. Okay, next one is the pound dollar GBPUSD currency pair. Price action is down. You see it took out all of these round numbers, the 1.34000, that's the round number over here. Now what other round numbers do we have? If we go down a little bit, 1.3, 1.3, okay, let's try this one. So 1.34, and then we have 1.33, and then another one would be 1.32. These are not some random number. These round numbers, if you notice, you will see these round numbers are quite effective. If also do not just alone use these round numbers, you can combine them with some technical indicators, some tools as well, and then it becomes quite powerful setup. Now regarding the pound dollar over here, I was expecting a pullback at 1.3631. We did not get such a pullback. Okay, so here's the support down over here. I'm going to delete the rest of these trend lines over here. So this is the support inside GBPUSD currency pair right over here, and price action at this point in time, it is trying to break through it. Now what do we expect? A good idea is not to look for a short trade or a sell trade at this point in time. A good idea is to wait for a pullback action and then market is probably going to drop. Okay, let me move these trend lines a little bit away and change the bullish upcoming leg. That's the forecast in pound. So GBPUSD, it's falling down, it looks good, but wait for a pullback. We could get even a deeper pullback away, and then market to turn around and start the decline after that. Okay, if you take a look at the weekly chart, let me go over here, check out the weekly time frame. So this was the support down over here. Market tried to bounce back up from this level. The next one we have this support down over here around 1.330080, and price is currently a bit near to that level, so we might get a bottom pretty soon in GBPUSD currency pair. So my forecast is short term it's bullish, market is probably going to rise up, then I think price action is going to drop. By the way, if you like my analysis, hit the like button. Okay, I need your support. Okay, so if you like what you are getting it, you are watching it, hit the like button as well. Now regarding the pound, we got this pullback. This was a slight pullback, a sideways pattern, a triangle, and then market continued the decline. The way I see price action is probably going to print a bottom pretty soon. Same goes with the like we are talking about in euro dollar. Okay, next one is the Aussie dollar, AUDUSD currency pair. Let me show you a simple technical analysis, simple trend line right over here. This is the daily chart. Price action is trying to break through this bullish trend line over here. Now the way I see, market is most likely going to break below this trend line. It's not going to stop over here. The way I see, price action is probably going to drop a little bit more. Okay, and then we could expect a sideways price action, or my forecast is market is going to try to show us a bullish leg over here, which no one expect, and after that expect further weakness in price action. So the sell setup or a short pattern is here, but do not sell at the market. The downside momentum is warning. The chances are market is going to print a bottom. In other words, the bears or the sellers are running out of steam. Sooner or later market is going to print a short-term bottom, at least in a smaller time frame. Check out the rainbow. Over here, the rainbow is still trying to turn bearish over here. We haven't got a full crossover. Okay, and the 4 hour is obviously going to show us still an uptrend, but this trend is probably going to change. Okay, so the way I see, in 1 hour time frame, price action is going to drop a little bit more and then expect a bullish leg inside a USD pair. Next one is the NZDUSD currency pair. Now the NZDUSD currency pair, like I've mentioned earlier, I'm expecting a drop in price action of NZDUSD currency pair, and this is exactly what we got. Now there's one problem. The problem is, what if this bullish pattern fails? What if market breaks below 0.5902 level? If this is going to happen, then obviously I'm going to reanalyze the market, but for the time being, it seems to me price action is trying to provide us just a pullback, and sooner or later market is going to rise back up inside NZDUSD currency pair. Okay, next one, if you check out the 4 hour time frame, I'm expecting a deeper pullback around 0.786% Fibonacci retracement level. These are the numbers which I presented last night when I did the New York market session. So the value over here is about 0.5937 area. That's where I think market is probably going to hit, and then it's probably going to rise up after that. Okay, next one is the US dollar Swiss franc. This was the forecast, and price action is so far following the forecast. I'm expecting a bullish price action inside US dollar Swiss franc, and it's going to rise up even further. Now regarding the Swiss franc, if you guys know, there's no need to worry about it. Market is most likely going to provide us some kind of a pullback, and then it's going to rise up even further. Okay, so the way I see US dollar Swiss franc pair price action is probably going to provide us a short-term decline, and then expect further up, further upside. So this is a buy pattern or a bullish trading or a trade setup, whatever you want to name it. Now, if you do not have a day trading strategy and you want to learn it, check out my website. Okay. Next, go over to the US dollar 1 hour. So my forecast says regarding the euro dollar that the euro dollar is going to rise up a little bit, and regarding the US dollar Swiss franc is USD Swiss franc is probably going to drop a little bit. These two currency pairs, they usually move against each other, the euro dollar and the US dollar Swiss franc currency pair. Next one is the spot gold. Spot gold, I told you guys price action is going to drop, and it's dropping right now. Now we got this breakdown of this trend line. Market is most likely going to turn sideways over here inside XAU USD pair. So spot gold, expect a sideways price action, and then spot gold is going to drop, but it's not going to drop like a straight line affair. Market is going to waste time. We might get a bullish candlestick maybe today or tomorrow, and then spot gold is going to drop even further. Okay, that's the forecast. If you check out the 4-hour time frame, the way I see gold is most likely going to drop around 0.786% Fibonacci retracement level. Previously it bounced from 0.618 area. So the way I see spot gold is probably going to test 3191.13 area, and then from these lows we might get a bullish leg over here. But for the time being, all I see is that spot gold is going down. It looks bearish. It's a downtrend. Next one is the US dollar CAD currency pair. Now over here I was expecting kind of a little bit pullback. We haven't got it, so it is trying to break higher over here. It's possible that maybe tomorrow we get a bearish trading day, and after that market is going to rise up more. The overall trend is down, by the way. I mean, if you check out the long-term chart, like a week, monthly chart, the trend is still down. But on a short-term basis, market is probably going to rise up. On a very short-term basis, like in a 4-hour time frame, over here, let me delete all of this. So on a short-term basis, in a 4-hour chart over here, we might get a pullback. Something like this happens, and then market is probably going to rise up over here in USDCAD currency pair. By the way, if you have any questions or if you need a forecast related to any currency pair, just type inside the chat box. Okay, next one, let us take a look at USD CAD 1 hour. So same story, price action just keep printing higher swing highs and higher swing lows. It's not a good idea to look for a sell over here. A good idea is to wait for a pullback and then try to join an uptrend. Okay, so wait for the market to show you some kind of a pullback over here. We might get basically a deeper pullback. So somewhere around this area it is probably going to drop. Okay, so this is what I'm looking. USDCAD, expect a drop in price action, and then market is going to rise up after that. So this is a buy trade setup or a bullish pattern, whatever you want to name it. In terms of Elliot Wave analysis, I'm expecting a bearish wave number 4 right over here inside USDCAD currency pair. Okay, I'm looking for a bearish wave 4, and after that expect a bullish leg wave number 5. I will try to upload a separate video related to USDCAD currency pair along with Elliott wave count in about an hour. Next one is the US dollar JPY currency pair. The USDJPY currency is trying to rise up over here. We got 2 false breakouts. you see these black color cross mark over here. So both of these were false breakouts. Okay, we got a drop in price action, then market is again trying to go back up over here, trying to retest 149.17 level. The way I see US dollar JPY currency pair, it's most likely going to create another false breakout, and then it's probably going to drop. Okay, so this is the forecast. If you check out the 4-hour time frame, market is actually going nowhere. Yesterday I uploaded the USDJPY individual video, Elliot Wave, and I'm actually um, counting this or labeling this as a leading diagonal. Okay, let's see what else we have. So this is what this is the expectation that we got the bearish leg, and then market is probably going to drop again. Now, as far as the trading is concerned, wait for the breakdown in market first before you jump into the trade with us. Next one is the USDJPY 1 hour time frame. Now, if you check out the 1 hour chart, the rainbow just turned bullish a few hours ago. Okay, so we might get whipsaw, but if we do get a new breakout, okay, let's say price action breaks above 149.19 area on a decisive basis, then the chances are high USDJPY is going to rise up even further. Okay, next one is the GBPJPY. Okay, regarding the GBPJPY, the way I see, price action is most likely going to rise up one more time. This is the preferred Elliott wave count. Okay, now I do have the alternative Elliott wave count. Let's use a white color, which suggests that price action is from current levels. So GBP JPY currency rates, it might have a chance to drop from current price area. However, the preferred wave count suggests that we are probably going to get one last bullish leg over here inside pound versus Japanese yen currency pair. Then market is probably going to print a top, and then it's going to drop. Okay, next let us take a look at WTI crude oil. The crude oil, my forecast is bullish. The preferred way suggests market is going to rise up, and WTI crude oil, it's going to create a bullish leg over here, a chance to join, the downtrend. There's a very slim chance that price action is going to drop from current levels, which I don't think is probably going to happen, but anything is possible in this market. So the high probability is the WTI crude oil, it's going to rise up first, then it's going to turn around, expect a top and a drop over here. Okay, if you check out the 4-hour time frame, yesterday I told you guys that the WTI crude oil, it's most likely going to rise up, and we got the bullish leg, by the way. So the way I expect a bullish leg above the old swing high over here. Let me change the color over here. So this is the old swing high, and the way I see, price action is most likely going to break above this high, then it's going to print a top and then starts the decline. So this is what I'm expecting with WTI crude oil. Okay, let's try it again. Okay, let me see if you guys have any questions or if you need any explanation. I think I managed to explain most of these major currency pairs. So let me go back to the chart of euro dollar currency pair. So regarding the euro USD, I understand that price action is currently, just keep trying to drop over here, but the way I see market is most likely going to rise up from current lows, and we might get a quick spike in the market okay, which most of the people they are not expecting it. People are jumping into the market with a sell, okay, but a good idea is to wait for a pullback first, then look for a sell trade inside euro dollar currency pair. And this is the long term, the daily time frame forecast over here, that euro dollar is most likely going to drop overall, but it's an uptrend. But within the uptrend you do get pullbacks or retracements or corrections. In terms of Elliott wave we call it a corrective pattern. Okay, this is the current situation, and I think that's pretty much it for the time being from my side. Do click the like and subscribe button as well, and I hope you enjoyed the today's London market session live stream. So that's it for the time being from my side. I'm going to upload some individual analysis videos as well with detailed Elliott wave count, starting from daily chart all the way down to the 1 hour time frame. And I will try to do the New York market session, say about after 6 hours, 5 to 6 hours time. Okay, so that's